There comes a moment in every life, a moment where the strength you thought you had disappears, where your hands feel heavy, where your chest is tight, where your voice cracks even in silence. It's the moment you look at yourself in the mirror and wonder, what's happening to me? That's weakness, but not the kind the world talks about, not the textbook version. I'm talking about the kind that grabs your soul and whispers, you're not enough. It's not just physical, it's not just mental, it's both, at war with each other. And if you're human, you've felt it. No one is immune, not the strongest, not the loudest. Even the kings fall to their knees when weakness takes hold. But here's the truth no one wants to admit. Understanding weakness is the beginning of true power, because you can't conquer what you don't understand. You can't rise if you don't know what's pulling you down. Weakness is not the enemy. It's the signal. It's the turning point. It shows up in many forms. A trembling voice, a tired body, a mind clouded by doubt, a soul begging for rest in a world that never stops demanding. But weakness, it's not failure, it's feedback. It's your body saying, something's off. It's your heart saying, pay attention. It's your mind screaming, let's heal before we break. Think about it. An athlete pushing too hard ignores the pain until it becomes injury. A worker grinding 60-hour weeks ignores the burnout until it becomes breakdown. A friend smiling through pain ignores the ache until it becomes silence. But the wise ones, the strong ones, they don't ignore the weakness. They listen to it. They learn from it. They use it. Because weakness, when understood, becomes your greatest compass. It points to the wound you haven't healed, the truth you haven't faced, the rest you haven't allowed. We all want to be strong, to be the one people lean on, to be the one who doesn't break, doesn't falter. But real strength isn't never falling. It's knowing why you fell and refusing to stay down. You see, physical weakness might be fatigue, but what caused it? A poor diet? A lack of rest? A health issue? Emotional weakness might be sadness, but what triggered it? A betrayal? A buildup of stress? An unresolved past? When you trace weakness to its root, you realize it's not an enemy, it's a guide. But society doesn't teach you that. It teaches you to mask it, to grind through it, to numb it, to distract yourself with fake smiles and shallow words. You don't talk about feeling weak because people might call you fragile. They might call you lazy. They might call you broken. But here's what they'll never say. That weakness is a doorway, one that opens only for those brave enough to walk through. Let me be clear. Acknowledging your weakness isn't giving up. It's gearing up. It's putting your ego aside and saying, let's get to the truth. Because without truth, there's no growth. And without growth, there's no future. Think of a tree, strong on the outside. But what happens when the roots are starving? It withers, it breaks, it falls. The same is true for us. You don't grow by ignoring your foundation. You grow by strengthening it, by admitting, right now I need help. Right now, I need rest. Right now, I'm not okay. And in that honesty, you start to build something real. And here's where it gets deeper. Weakness isn't always physical or emotional. Sometimes it's in your mindset, in the lies you tell yourself, in the stories you've accepted as truth. I'm not good enough. I'll never change. This is just who I am. You weren't born thinking that way. You were conditioned to believe it. But guess what? What's been learned can be unlearned. What's been broken can be rebuilt. What's been buried can rise. Let's talk about the cause. Because if you want to change anything, you have to name it. Sometimes weakness is poor nutrition. Sometimes it's a lack of sleep. But sometimes it's trauma, it's betrayal, it's burnout from being strong for too long. You gave your all to everyone, to everything, and now you're empty. That's not failure, that's depletion. You need to stop asking, what's wrong with me? And start asking, what happened to me? What am I carrying that's not mine to hold anymore? Understanding the cause allows for real healing. It gives you a direction. Maybe it's your job, maybe it's your habits, maybe it's that toxic relationship you won't let go. But you can't fix what you won't face. And you can't grow if you won't let go. So yes, it's uncomfortable, yes, it hurts. But nothing transforms you like truth. And now, let's get honest. This isn't easy. Because even if you identify the cause, you still have to face the resistance. The voices that say, just suck it up. Don't make excuses. You're being dramatic. But here's what they don't understand. You're not quitting. You're healing. You're not avoiding. You're evolving. You're not being weak. You're reclaiming your strength on your terms. Let's talk about the mind-body connection. You can't treat one without the other. Stress lives in your shoulders, anxiety in your chest, grief in your gut. Your body remembers everything your mind tries to forget. That's why true recovery means healing both the heart and the body, the brain and the soul. It's why you need to move, to breathe, to speak your truth, to sit in silence, to journal, to cry, to scream if you need to. Because healing is not polite, it's not pretty, it's raw. It's wild. It's holy. And here's the beauty in all of this. You're not powerless, not even close. Because once you understand your weakness, you can build your strength on purpose. Not the fake kind, not the surface kind, but the kind of strength that doesn't need to shout because it's felt. The kind that walks into a room and says nothing, but shifts the energy. That's what this journey is about. So what now? Start small, drink water, get some sun, call someone real, say no to what drains you, say yes to what lights you up. Take one honest breath. Write one honest sentence. Make one honest move, and then another and another, until one day you wake up and realize you're no longer afraid of feeling weak, because now you know exactly what to do with it. You rise.